Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the official oath of office for our Seattle Office of Arts and Culture, Gülgün Kayim. Um, there's a lot to say here, but unfortunately, we're not going to be here all day to celebrate this. Um, I think historical moment is how I'd describe it. I say that because, we talk a lot about homelessness and public safety and a lot of the issues, and I talked a lot about during the campaign trail about arts. I heard many quotes about the arts and culture, but I'll share one with you. That art enables us to find ourselves and lose ourselves at the same time. And what I take from that is that in some of the toughest moments in life, as a leader, as a follower, as a servant, um, I have to have art. I have to have expression. I have to have music. And I have to listen and appreciate it. I think it's very appropriate that Councilmember Tanya Wu heads the Arts Committee because of her own background in dance and expression. These are some of the toughest times for our country, our city. And I look at people that are hurting and falling between the cracks in life, and I say, we have to find that artistic spirit, that hope. We have to be able to express to them and listen to them their music. This organization, this department, is of critical importance to our success as a city. And so as we went on a national competitive search process and lured you away from the city of Minneapolis, where you served as the founding director of the Office of Arts, Culture, and Creative Economy, our focus, at least my focus during the search, was to find sort of someone that knew that secret sauce to empower people, to encourage people, not to belittle them, to find their brilliance. There are many issues in our arts community, within our own department, and quite frankly, I didn't see any room to fail. And I own the decision that our administration made, and it's one of our best decisions we've ever made. There, I will just say, for those that do not know, your time as director in another life, you oversaw the creation of several arts recovery funds for organizations impacted by the pandemic and for restorative art in underserved communities. You rose to the moment when arts attendance was at historic lows, and you continue to work with our team here, much like the committed art staff that I do see you, to methodically chart a course for recovery. Here in Seattle, we are we have our own vibe here in Seattle. We have our own rhythm, our own culture, and I'm very, very proud of it. It's very diverse. We could brag about some of the artists that have done well, but we also have to look at our soft underbelly and realizing that artists, they struggle. It's tough to live in Seattle. They're sometimes underappreciated for the beauty that they bring. You came here with your husband at exactly the right time. We all know that last year, the King County, there was a countywide $90 million annual investment for the arts, and of course, just 1 week later last year, the city council, our last city council, unanimously confirmed Gülgün as director. One of the last great acts. People want me to fight with the council all the time. I said, they do some good work sometimes. This is a great example of it. But with resources on the horizon, and we all understand our budget challenges, but I want to tell everyone that the arts world and the arts community is of critical strategic importance to getting this city on the right track. And so while I made no commitments to any of our departments, because we have some tough times ahead, that I recognize that we need to be arts and culture leaders in this city. I could tell you this now, but you are my clear choice to lead our arts and culture. Your experience as an artist, a bridge builder, a planner, an advocate, when you walked in the room, you owned it. And what I tell, yesterday I talked to small minority and women-owned businesses, and I said that you have to say you're an expert in whatever it is you do or say. I'm an expert in this. This is what I do. I sell sweet potato pies, and I'm the best sweet potato pie maker in the country. This is what I do. You want a taste of this? And I say that facetiously to say that you are a subject matter expert in this area. I am not. I just play one at cocktail parties once in a while. But I try to find that kind of competence, that kind of excellence, because the department. You deserve it. You've deserved it. So, usually I'm a little funnier than this. This seems like a real serious room all of a sudden. Maybe it's the red we're wearing here. I don't know. But in all seriousness, thank you for choosing Seattle. I spent a little time in Minneapolis, and I'll tell you that you took a chance, you and your husband, David, Yankos, I'm saying it correctly? Okay. You took a chance to come up here and in this far away from home. And we're all the beneficiaries of that chance. I'm sort of a local boy. I went to school here, college here, everything here. My kids joke about that. I didn't take the chance you took for a corporate relocation kind of deal. Thank you for taking the chance. We believe in you, and we hope that you continue to believe in us. And so with this, we're going to do the serious oath of office. You cannot smile, cannot joke. No, I'm just kidding. We can have fun there. And we'll hear from our city clerk, Sharon Dedman, who will do that part, and the ceremonial pin will be affixed by her outstanding husband, David Yankel. But wait a minute. I do want to say this about you, David. Because I've been in a situation where, I've supported my wife in different things. And that is admirable, to be so comfortable in your skin to where you could support and be a partner to someone. And I know you have your own resume. I'm not belittling that at all. But just to see, this was her choice to come here, I think. Did you kick her out and say, you got to go to Seattle? I don't know. I don't know how that worked. But to see that kind of support from a partner, I just wanted to publicly recognize that kind of partner support. So thank you. And with that, we'll do the pin ceremony, please.
If you want to wait till this.
Oh, I need to read.
Oh. No, you don't have to read this. Yeah, you're going to repeat after me.
Sorry.
All right, and please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Gülgün Kayim.
I, Gülgün Kayim.
Affirm that I possess all of the qualifications.
Affirm that I possess all of the qualifications.
Prescribed in the Seattle City Charter.
Prescribed in the Seattle City Charter
and the Seattle Municipal Code
and the Seattle Municipal Code
for the position of Director of Arts and Culture.
For the position of Director of Arts and Culture.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the State of Washington.
The Constitution of the State of Washington.
And the Charter and ordinances of the City of Seattle.
And the Charter and the ordinances of the City of Seattle.
And that I will faithfully conduct myself.
And that I will faithfully conduct myself.
As the Director of Arts and Culture.
As the Director of Arts and Culture.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now I get to put this.
Yeah. You can sign here, we'll sign here.
Well, let me take a breath for a moment because I'm pretty nervous. This is a big day, and I'm seeing all these friendly faces, and thank you for being here. So I'm just going to take a moment. Thank you, Mayor. I wanted to share some thoughts. Like most creatives, while I came from Minneapolis, I actually looked to Seattle as a beacon. The city is known nationally, obviously, because it's Seattle, it's a big city, but also for its convergence of cultural diversity, bold innovation and artistic creativity, and most importantly, the Office of Arts and Culture is known nationally for its forward-thinking public art programming, It's equity-centered funding, innovative creative education programs, cultural space work, and thought leadership. I know this because I studied this city and your programming as a way to aspire to a beacon in Minneapolis. So I knew of you all, and I knew the work you were doing, and I admired it from afar. I come here having built a foundation on creative economy work, as the mayor mentioned, arts-focused race and social justice initiatives, and arts-based community development. So while, yes, the arts can help us express ourselves, amplify our identity, my vision of the arts and my passion is for integrating it into other sectors to impact how we live our lives and solve our problems. The arts should be a part of how we care for our elders, educate our children, develop our policies, work with vulnerable communities, reuse our unused spaces, and activate our public places. The arts must be integrated into our transportation infrastructure, how we conduct our planning processes, address youth development, and engage communities in solving civic problems, and much more. This is the work that I'm passionate about. I know this is an arena of opportunity that we must explore, especially in these times of budget constraints. And together we'll do that. And I'm excited to offer my experiences and skills and knowledge to this community. So I moved from Minneapolis, as you've heard, to Seattle 6 months ago. And since arriving here, I've spent time meeting and getting to know this vibrant arts community. I'm deeply impressed by the people that I've met and the organizations I've found here, especially the openness of spirit, collaboration, and community that has welcomed me. I've learned that while Seattle's creative sector is struggling with many of the same issues that other cities, it is also resilient with smart, committed leadership that is up for the challenge. And I'm excited to partner with this great arts community to collaborate on addressing those challenges. However, I cannot do that without the foundational support of the staff of the Office of Arts and Culture. And I'm humbled to work with a phenomenal and committed staff on whom I depend to help reimagine, rebuild, and reignite a stronger, more vibrant arts and culture community. I know we have the passion, the expertise to tackle any problem. For example, 2023 was a transformative year for the Arts Office, and in the wake of leadership transitions, staff forged ahead, establishing forward-thinking partnerships, stewarding programs that championed hundreds of artists and organizations and youth, and gathering feedback from the community. That was extraordinary and describes the commitment that the staff have to the work. So I'm excited to be here, to be joining the city at this transformative time as the Seattle arts community helps us enrich downtown activation and showcases the values and cultures of this great city, especially in front of the world. And we know what we mean by that. In 2 years in the future, the eyes of the world will be on us. And it is humbling to be chosen to lead the Arts and Culture Office. Thank you to the arts staff. Thank you, Mayor Harrell. Thank you, Deputy Mayor Wong. Thank you to my husband and my family. I'm excited to be on this journey with you and be in relationship and collaboration, and especially the amazing arts community in Seattle. Thank you.